Hi Sandy, to start off you need to make a selection of the hat and the person. So there's a new tool in Photoshop and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down from the top over in the toolbar. It's called the Object Selection tool. So we're going to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down here at the bottom and I'm just going to draw this big square box around our subject. And it's going to create some magic here. It's thinking. Look at that. Boom. It did a pretty good job of making the selection. It missed this part right here by the ear. So let's add to that selection. To do that, we hold the Shift key, and I'm just going to draw a box just over that, see if it fixes it. It didn't do the best job. One more time. Let's try that one more time. Okay, so not the worst. Okay. And then if we want to try it again, we can do the minus key and see if it corrects it. Okay, that's looking better. So this area right here, we need to get rid of that. So I'm just going to use the lasso tool because it's going to be faster to do a touch up. So with the lasso tool, I just held the Option key and I'm holding it the entire time and I'm just circling all the way around what I want to get rid of. Okay, if I want to add to this, I can hold the Shift key over here and just add. And notice I'm doing it in little tiny pieces. So I'm making the selection. I'm going to look all the way around. It's looking pretty good. So now I'm going to go back to the layer. I'm going to add a layer mask. Boom, it dropped out the background. Then I can add any background I want in. If you wanted that royal green, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to pick something like that. There we go. And I'll drag it down below the object. So it doesn't look really great because it's really a harsh green. So you might want to actually pick something else. To refine these edges around the selection, I can click on the layer mask and I can go Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And I have way too high of a blur going, so we're going to pull it all the way back down and we're going to take it up just a little bit at a time. So probably to about 1, half to 1, and then we can hit OK. You can see, and it's going to all depend on what your background is, how fussy you're going to have to be here. But if I make this larger, you can see like right through here, it's not great, but it's a layer mask. So I can use my brush, and I can paint with black or white, depending on what side I'm on. I'm going to make my brush small. I'm going to make my brush, I'm just going to guess it's 62 right now. And if I paint up here, there we go. That was just me being tired. So I can come in here and, with my brush, refine it. Notice everything's pretty darn big here. If I don't like what I've done, I just hit Command Z. And I need a little bit of softness on the brush, but not too much softness. If we turn that layer back on, you can kind of see what we're doing. I really hate the green, so let's there's black, so you can see what it looks like with black. If I go to white, you can see that it looks, you'd have to do different amounts of retouching for the different colors that you're working with. Got to go back to the right spot. So you can see it is now just a refining game. It takes time. Depends on what your background is. So make a selection, add the layer mask, do a Gaussian blur on the layer mask, and then just come in and refine it. Refine the layer mask. So I hope this helps.